أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Yesterday we started a new topic, hal, and inshallah today the idea is that we'll go over what we had done yesterday and try to complete this subject. So, hal, as I mentioned yesterday, most of us are already aware of the meaning of this word hal. For example, in Arabic, we say kaifa haluka, which literally means how is your condition? Haluka, your condition. And it is used in other languages as well in the same meaning. So what I've written is the hal describes the state or condition of a file or maf'ul in a sentence when the action is taking place. And then I went over the example, this example I've written here. Khalid went to school happily. So the being happy is the condition of Khalid when he was going to school. So the word happily will be labeled as hal, and it is describing the hal of Khalid, who is the fa'il here, and Khalid will be called Dhul Hal or Sahibul Hal. So Khalid will be Dhul Hal and happily is the hal when the action of going to school is happening. Another example is Mahmoud ate his food while he was riding a camel. So he was eating food and riding camel at the same time. So when Mahmoud was eating food, what was his state or condition? He was riding a camel. So now in this example, a full sentence is used to describe the state, the hal of Mahmoud. So over here, Mahmoud is Dhul Hal, and its hal is being described by a sentence. He was riding a camel. And same is true for Arabic. Sometimes a sentence is used to describe the condition of hal. So a sentence, a jumla is used. And on other occasions, a single word is used to describe the state of Dhul Hal. So we go with we use the or we go in detail regarding what are the conditions regarding using one word, a single word as hal. So if a single word is used as hal, then that word have to be mansub in status and a nakira word, common noun. A common noun mansub word will be used. And the word used will be ismul fa'il or ismul maf'ul or ismul mubalagha or ismul sifa or masdar. In most cases. And the hal and Dhul Hal, they have to match in number and gender. And Dhul Hal is mostly a proper noun. Okay, so this is regarding when a single word is used as hal. Then we went over a few examples where a single word was used. For example, وَادْخُلُوا الْبَابَ سُجَّدًا, and you all enter the door prostrating. Sujjadan is a broken plural of sajid, and ismul fa'il. So an ismul fa'il is used as a hal here. Sujjadan is nakira. It is mansub and is used as a hal. And Zulhal is you all, the word you all, antum, inside udkhulu, and they match in gender and number. Okay. And over here, the the hal is describing the state of the file in this sentence, antum. In the next example, وَإِذَا رَأَوْا تِجَارَةً أَوْ لَهْوًا انفَضُّوا إِلَيْهَا وَتَرَكُوكَ قَائِمًا. And when they see a trade or amusement, they disperse towards it and they leave you standing. Over here, qaiman is a single word which is used as hal. It is mansub and it is nakira, and it is describing the state of ka. They leave you standing. So the it is describing the state of maf'ul here. In the previous example, hal was describing the state of fa'il, and they leave you standing, and qaiman is an ismul fa'il, which is used as hal here. In the third example, فرجع موسى إلى قومه غضبان أسفا. Then Musa returned towards his people extremely angry, asifan, grieving. So Ghadban is ismul mubalagha and asifan ismul sifa. So these two words are used to describe the state of Musa alayhi salam. So they are hal. So more than one hal can exist in a sentence. And the hal over here, you can see they are common noun and they are mansub and they match with Musa in gender and number. Then وَآتَيْنَاهُ الْحُكْمَ sabiyya, and we gave him the wisdom while he was a child, sabiyya. Ismu sifa is used here for describing the state of a maf'ul, or who. In the next example, فَإِذَا قَضَيْتُمُ الصَّلَاةَ فَاذْكُرُوا اللَّهَ قِيَامًا وَقُعُودًا. In this example, what I translated. So when you all complete the prayer, then you all remember or mention Allah standing and sitting. So qiyam is a masdar and qu'ud is also a masdar. Qama yakumu, qa'ada yaqudu. Qiyaman is a masdar, qu'udan is a masdar, and they have come for qa'imina and qa'idina actually. So a masdar has been used as a plural of ismul fa'il, and they are both hal, used as hal, and they're describing the hal of the antum inside uzkuru. You all remember Allah while you are in the state of standing and sitting. And in the next example, وَلَا تَمْشِ فِي الْأَرْضِ مَرَحًا, and you do not walk in the earth arrogantly. So marahan is the masdar which is used as hal here. So these are the examples when a single word is used as hal. But as I said earlier, a complete sentence can also be used as hal. For example, the example was Khalid. What was that? Khalid ate his food. Oh, sorry, Mahmoud. Mahmoud ate his food while he was riding a camel. So this is an example where a full sentence was used to describe the condition of Zulhal. The same will happen in Arabic. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu la taqrabu salata wa antum sukara. For those who believe, you all don't go near the prayer. Wa and antum, you all, sukara, intoxicated, and you are intoxicated. That's what we normally translate, but actually it is a jumla haliya. Over here, the whole sentence antum sukara will be labeled as hal. And when a jumla is used as a hal, then there should be a rabit. And when jumla ismiya is used, which is the case here, then the rabit is normally wa, which is used here. So wa is a rabit, a connector, which connects the haliya, the jumla ismiya, with the previous jumla, the preceding sentence. So over here, a full sentence is used. وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. And you all never ever die, except while you are in the state of submission. So again, wow is a rabit. Antum muslimuna is jumla ismiya, which is used as hal, so it is jumla haliya. And the zulhal will be you all inside tamutunna, antum. But sometimes the rabit is not used, which is the case here. وَقُلْنَا اهْبِطُوا بَعْضُكُمْ لِبَعْضٍ عَدُوٌّ. So بَعْضُكُمْ لِبَعْضٍ عَدُوٌّ is jumla ismiya, which is used as hal, but there is no waw. وَقُلْنَا اهْبِطُوا وَبَعْضُكُمْ. There is no waw. So sometimes a jumla ismiya can be used as hal while the rabit is missing. And you all, and we said, you all descend while you are an enemy of each other. So this is where we stopped yesterday. And up till now, what we have learned is a single word can be used as hal, and a jumla, a sentence, can also be used as hal. And when a sentence is used as hal, a sentence could be jumla ismiya or it could be jumla fi'liya. Up till now, we have seen examples where a sentence was used as hal and the sentence was jumla ismiya. But when the jumla fi'liya will be used, there will be also a rabit. Let's see an example. وَجَاءُوا أَبَاهُمْ عِشَاءً يَبْكُونَ. And they came to their father at the Isha time, in the evening, yabkuna. They, literally it means they, baka yabki yabkuna. They cry or they will cry. But yabkuna, which is a jumla fi'liya, is used as hal here. So how we will translate? And they came to their father at Isha time while they were crying, or while they were crying, or they came cryingly towards their father at the time of Isha, if it makes sense. Over here, you see there is no waw because waw is not used uh, uh, in a jumla fi'liya. It is mudare sentence. You see, it is mudare. Yabkuna, baka yabki yabkuna. So mudare is used. There is no separate word used as rabit. It is actually the damir inside the fail of jumla fi'liya. Yabkuna, the inside doer is hum, they. And ja'u has also hum, they came. So this ja'u is the hum inside, it is zulhal, and yabkuna, the whole sentence is hal, and the rabit is the inside doer, the damir of yabkuna, which is they. So they will be the rabit. It's not a separate word. When a jumla fi'liya is used and the fail used is al-mudari. Another example. ثم excuse me. ثم جاءوك يحلفون بالله إن أردنا إلا إحسانا وتوفيقا. Then they came to you. They swear by Allah, not we want except excellence and harmony, doing good and harmony. So over here you see Ja'uka, they came to you, yahlifuna. Jumla fi'liya is used to describe the condition of them, which is inside Ja'u. And they came to you swearing by Allah. And they came to you, then they came to you swearing by Allah. So when they came, what was their state? They were swearing by Allah. So yahlifuna billahi, which is a jumla fi'liya, and fi'l al-mudari is used here, is describing the state of whom inside ja'u, who is zulhal here. And yahlifuna billahi is jumla fi'liya, which will be called jumla haliya in this case, because it is used as hal. So these are the two examples when a jumla fi'liya is used, and the fail inside jumla, the sentence, is al-fail al-mudari, but it could be al-fail al-madi also. So in the next example, we will learn what will happen if it is al-fail al-madi. قال أتهاجوني في الله وقد هداني. He said, do you all argue with me fillahi, regarding Allah, waqad hadani, and he has guided me. This is how we normally translate. But when a jumla fi'liya which has madi in it comes as hal, then it should start with waqad if it has to be a jumla haliya. So if a jumla fi'liya with al-fi'l al-madi in it is used as hal, then it should start with waqad. So waqad, you can say, is the rabit, is the connector here. When al-madi is used in a jumla fi'liya which is being used as hal. Okay, so how we will translate? He said, do you all argue with me regarding Allah while he guided me? Ni. So over here, waqad hadani is a jumla fi'liya which is used as hal. So it is hal, jumla haliya. And the I or me is the zulhal, because he is in the condition of guidance. So E will be the zulhal here in this sentence. Another example. قال رب أن يكون لي غلام وقد بلغني الكبر وامرأتي عاقر. He said, O my master, O my Lord, how a boy will be for me. Boy is the outside doer here, غلام. While old age has reached me. So balagani, balaga is a fail al-madi. And because it is used as hal, so it is starting with waqad, which is the rabit here, a connector with the preceding, the previous sentence. And what would be zulhal? The E in li, me. Because it's that person who is saying for me is in old age and his wife is barren. So the translation, the complete translation will be, he said, O my master, how a boy will be for me, or how I will have a boy while old age has reached me, and my wife, I mean, my wife is barren. She cannot bear a child. So over here, waqad is used as a rabit, and a, a jumla fi'liya is used as hal, and it is al-madi. So that's why waqad is used. Now, another example. قال يا قوم أرهتي أعز عليكم من الله واتخذتموه وراءكم زهريا. This is from Surah Hud. So some of you may remember the context of this ayah. This is, I believe, about Shoaib alayhi salam, because we did that recently. He said, "O my people, is my tribe stronger than Allah to you? And you all took him behind your back as something which is neglectful." Zihriya means something you ignore behind your back. You don't even think about it. Neglectful. We went over this in detail when we read this ayah inside the surah. Now you see, اتخذوا وراء اتخذتموه وراءكم زهريا. This is a jumla which is used as hal. So it's a jumla haliya. And you see al-fail al-madi is used. But where is qad here? I don't see qad. So the rabit is incomplete. Wa is there, but qad is not there. So this also happens. Like in Jumla Ismiya, when it is used as hal, sometimes rabit is missing. For example, in this, وَقُلْ نَهْبِتُوا بَعْضُكُمْ. The waw is missing here. Same is the case when al-madi is used, qad sometimes is missing. And when it is missing, then it is considered implied. It's mahzuf, but it's considered implied that it is there, but it's not written, because that's a condition for it to be called Jumla Haliya. All right. So he said, "O my people, is my tribe stronger than Allah to you, while you took him, or while you have taken him behind your back, or thrown him behind your back as something which is neglectful, zihriya." And actually, if you see, zihriya is a hal within this sentence. So that's another thing that we could talk about. Okay, so we have talked about the situations where a sentence can come as a hal, and then that sentence could be jumla ismiya and jumla fi'liya. If it is a jumla fi'liya, the fi'l inside it is al-mudari, and then it could be al-madi. What will be the difference? Let's study this next ayah. That's next example here. هذه ناقة الله لكم آية. If we translate this, it will be, this is a female camel of Allah for you all as a sign. As a sign. So this is not a jumla fi'liya where there is a fa'il and maf'ul, and a hal is describing its state when an action is happening. This is not a jumla, this is a jumla fi'liya. Hadihi is mubtada, naqatullahi is khabar, lakum is jar majroor, so it's muta'alliq bil khabar. So what is this then? In the terminology we learned for jumla ismiya, This cannot be fa, this cannot be mubtada, this cannot be khabar, this cannot be muta'alliq bil khabar. Then what is this? Ayatan. This is a hal. So even a jumla ismiya can have a hal in it. And when that happens, that hal will be either for mubtada or for khabar. For example, or over here, naqatullahi is an ayah, is a sign from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So ayatan will be a hal of naqatullahi. It's a hal of a khabar. This is a camel of Allah, a she camel, a female camel of Allah, as a sign for you all. Okay? Inni Rasulullahi ilaykum musaddiqan. Indeed, I am a messenger of Allah towards you all as a certifier. So inna is one of the nawasibul ism, and e is ismu inna, the I inside it, I, anna. Rasulullahi is khabru inna, and ilaykum is jar majroor, so it is muta'alliq bil khabar. So then in what is musaddiqan? It is mansoob, it is nakira, it's a single word. The only thing is the examples we learned at the start were the examples when a single word came as hal in a jumla fi'liya. But this is not a jumla fi'liya, jumla ismiya. So in jumla ismiya, as I said before, there also can be a hal. Over here, musaddiqan is the hal of I, the ismu inna, which was originally a mubtada. So these are two examples are telling us that sometimes a hal can come also inside a jumla ismiya, and then it will describe the condition of mubtada or khabar. Before I go over the last example, I will just go over the notes I have made about and go over those you can say the guidelines or regulations, rules which are about the things or the examples we just learned. So a hal can also be a sentence. A sentence used as hal is called jumla haliya. It can be a jumla ismiya or a jumla fi'liya. A rabit is generally needed that connects the jumla haliya to the preceding sentence. If jumla ismiya is used as hal, then the rabit is waw. Wa means and, which is called waw haliya. Okay, that waw will be called waw haliya, and the sentence after it will be called jumla haliya. If jumla fi'liya is used instead, it can be madi or it could be mudari. So if it is madin, then the rabit will be waqad, as we discussed before. And if it is mudari sentence, the sentence a jumla fi'liya with a mudari verb in it, then the rabit will be the damir, the inside doer, inside the fi'l in the jumla fi'liya, jumla haliya, which would be a jumla fi'liya obviously. And then second last bullet, the hal can also describe the state or condition of a mubtada or khabar. These are the last two examples we went over, where ayatan is a hal, describing the condition of khabar here, naqatullahi. And in the second one, musaddiqan is describing the condition of ismu inna, which was originally mubtada. So it is musaddiqan is hal here. Now, last thing before I conclude, sometimes the jar majroor can come as a hal also. And when it happens, it comes after a proper noun in the sentence. Okay, after a proper noun, if a jar majroor, if there is a proper noun in a sentence and there is a right after it, a jar majroor is used, it is possible that it is hal. Not all the time, but it's possible that it is used as hal. And this last example is of that. فخرج على قومه في زينته. Sorry, it should be a zabar here on noon. It's a typo. Then he came out. Kharaja. He exited. He came out upon his nation, in front of his nation. He came out in front of his nation. Fi zinatihi, in his decoration. So fi zinatihi is what? Is a jar majroor. Zinatihi is mudaf mudaf ilayhi, and fi zinatihi will be jar majroor. And this jar majroor is describing the condition of he, the one who exited. And he exited in front of his nation while he is in a condition of decoration. While he was in decoration, he was decorated with stuff on his body, his clothing and other stuff on his body. He was in that state when he came out in front of his nation. Now you see qawmihi. Qawmihi. Is this a proper noun or common noun? It is a proper noun because he is proper. In mudaf mudaf ilayhi, when mudaf ilayhi is proper, then mudaf is proper also. And so the whole mudaf mudaf ilayhi is proper because it is a pronoun which is used as a mudaf ilayhi. So fi zinatihi is a jar majroor which is coming after a proper noun, and over here it is used as hal. So he exited in front of his nation while he was in decoration. He was decorated. All right. So that's all about hal. So now I hope this will help you understand and identify when hal comes in a sentence, and then help understand it, translate it properly. Okay. So this is all about hal that I wanted to share with you. Now I can take any questions if you have. It looks like there is no question. So it's a straightforward topic. So it's not a very complex topic anyways. So it's good that you have understood it. So now whenever you read Quran, look for it, wherever you see, then understand it, translate it properly. I think we conclude this session with this.